A switch here. Barnes is checked in.
Harrison Barnes.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Varejao kicks to Shumpert. Here's Walters. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And Ibaka, also known as surge protector, devastating, soaring in from that weak side as always.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's improved his defensive IQ as well. He's kind of learned when to jump, when to hold back, when to box out. And he's a terrific pick and roll defender as well because of his lateral quickness. He's able to stay with point guards on a switch. Really impressive.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Ibaka. Buries the easy one.
The 2 points are pretty much a lock when they're able to get the ball into that position inside.
Nets trail by 3. Walters passes to Morris. There's a good screen. Barnes dishes to Walters. Passes it to Shumpert. And Walters kicks to Shumpert. Tries yet again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. And we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
The Celtics making a switch here. Green's checked in. Hill passes to Thompson. Looks for Evans, gets it to him. Gobert with the block. Here's Walters, defended by Allen. Evans with the steal. It's Thompson off the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He'd shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometimes in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Thompson against Shumpert. Thompson misses.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Down low. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Walters, they grab their own miss. Gobert dishes to Shumpert. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Thompson for the triple. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Nets out in front, up 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Oh, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
The Nets with the lead.
Well, you know, the news was mostly bad for the Celtics, but there was some good news last year. They announced they'll be renovating their arena to make it more state-of-the-art.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Bryant is out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Chris Anderson. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. And with the Celtics in this building, guys, it isn't falling apart by any means, but fans have been wanting an update.
And from what I understand, I mean, they're going all out. I mean, the arena turns 20 years old this season, and it's going to get a 2-decade facelift in terms of amenities and convenience.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel." Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. And Shumpert kicks to Barnes. 6 to shoot. A rebound by Kobe Bryant.
And they missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time defensive player of the year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. 10th in free throw shooting, 13th in opponent points per game. As for the rebounding numbers, not as strong as you would think. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of better.
And this is a good shooting team, Clark. It really shows in their free throw percentage. You mentioned they were in the top 10 in terms of free throw percentage as a team last year. I think it's important for this club to really attack offensively. When they do get to the line, they tend to knock down their free throws, and those easy points go a long way.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside jumper. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The drive by Shumpert. Here's Morris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Right around the start of the 2014 calendar year, the Nets really turned things around, and a bit of it had to do with superstition, namely if Jason Kidd wore a tie or not on the sidelines.
First free throw is good. And I remember hearing about that last year. Nets rattled off their longest winning streak at the time when Kidd Clark stopped wearing ties on the sideline.
Purely coincidental. He said he'd have no problem never wearing a tie again if it meant they'd keep on winning. But even if that's a silly aside, it is a rallying cry at times for a team trying to figure itself out and come together.
And Garnett misses.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Irving against Nash. Outside jumper. Here's Tucker. Here's Varejao. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Varejao's got 6. Celtics trail by 4. Irving with the steal. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Ibaka, no luck.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Shumpert with it, picked up by Kobe, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Allen's checked in, and then for Brooklyn, Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Nate Walters subbed in for Shumpert. Irving drives in, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, they got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Now a timeout called by Boston. There have been so many questions for the Boston Celtics the past 2 seasons. Who is going? Who's going to stay? Who should they build around? Tough to win with that.
Yeah, you got those kind of questions rolling around. It's hard to find your direction and stay on course.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Boston. Pass to Bryant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Kobe's got 5.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it. Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or 2 where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest, and it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
It's a big height bounce and goes in. Livingston's got his first points of the night. Nets leading by 5. Left side, Shumpert, rejected by Ibaka. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Garnett. And Bonner pulls it down. Bonner's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Irving attacking, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Both free throws good for Irving.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here's Livingston. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs go up against the Phoenix Suns live this Friday night.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Here is Bryant. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Gobert. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Tucker in at the power forward. Green left side. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Bryant has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Kobe's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Celtics. Nets leading by 4. The drive by Shumpert. Chris Anderson pulls it in. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
The Nets shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Back to Shumpert. He kicks it to Gobert. Stolen by Anderson.